Hello. This year in my onion bed I sowed 80 Sturon and 40 Red Baron onion sets. The Red Baron onion sets were a complete disaster. I think I've only got about 3 of those onions still in the bed, and the Sturon onions have just started to fall over. And tips are going yellow, and it's time to harvest those. What I did do was I asked for advice regards onions that had gone to seed, because what I did do was I pulled most of them out, the Red Baron, but I had 1 or 2 still in there when I asked for advice, and some of the advice coming back was, well, why not just leave them, grow them on, see what you get at the end of the year. So I have 2 or 3 of those still in the bed, and I'm going to lift those now, and we will open the onion up and see what we've got, see if it's been worthwhile leaving those in the bed. But those I took out, I replaced those with some onion plants that I got from my local garden centre. I'm not too sure what those are, but it does say on the ticket that they will grow through winter. So I'm going to leave those in. So what we're going to do now, we'll go down the garden to the onion bed, we'll lift the Sturon, we'll take those out, and then we'll lay them out to dry. The ones that have gone to seed, we'll open those up and have a look at those, because they won't keep now. Once they're lifted, they need to be eaten, so we'll do that. And the other onions, the ones that replaced the Red Baron, I'm going to leave those in, and they're going to overwinter. Okay, let's go down the onion bed, let's go down the garden, come on. These are the onions that we're going to be lifting today. These are Sturon. I'll just lift 2 or 3 on camera, then I'll switch off and I'll lift a lot of them, then we'll come back to this, otherwise I'll bore the pants off you. That's the size of onion we're talking about. Okay. Not too big, not too small, we're happy with those. And as you can see, the tops are over. You know, they're not going to grow any further, they'll just split basically. So we'll get a few of these guys out, get them on the garden, and then see where we're at. Okay, let's go. All the onions are out of the bed now. These are 3 that I've just left on the bed to let you have a look at. These ones here are those smaller onions that are replaced onions that had gone to seed. I'm going to move those up there, I'm going to transplant those. But these are the ones that actually went to seed that I left in, that I was advised I might get something. Okay, so just make a comparison. That's what we're looking at. We're going to take these up the garden. I'm going to split them open and see what we've got. There's another, and another, and a red skin, another red skin, and another red skin. Okay, so these were all onions that had gone to seed, and we left them in. Now we're going to have a look at these and see if we've got anything from them. Okay. Right, I'll just sort the other onions out first, and then we'll come back to these guys. Excuse me, Moll. Excuse me. Good girl. Okay, let's take these guys up the garden and put a knife through them. Let's see what we've got. These are the onions that they've that went to seed. Come on, let's go. Change of plans. Before we have a look at the onions that have gone to seed, before we split them, I've actually washed the onions that are sound, cleaned them up and brought them back and laid them on the bed. Of the 80 stew-on onion sets that I planted, I've only managed to get 45 this far. All the others went to seed. Now that's bad, but this is even worse. Of the 40 red skin onions that I planted, 40 red skin sets, I've only managed to get one this far. All the others went to seed. Earlier I harvested 3, the remaining 3, and 2 of those were soft. So we've got 1 red skin and about 45 stew-on. One red baron, 45 stew-on to go into store. Okay, so we'll leave them out here now and let them dry out for a while. And the onions that you can see poking up in the front of this shot, those are the onions that I bought late to replace the red skins. We're going to leave those in and overwinter them, as I've already said. Okay, now we'll go and split the onions that have gone to seed. Let's see if we can salvage some onion from them. Come on. Okay, these are the onions that have gone to seed. Some stew-on, some what do they call that red skin again? Red something or other. Red baron. Stew-on red baron. They've all gone to seed. They've all been left in just to see what we get at the end of the season. We'll tidy them up and then we'll put a knife through them. How's that sound? The size of that thing, it's like a walking stick. Okay, I'll give these guys a wash off in a bucket of water, and then we'll split them, see what we've got. Okay. I've tidied up the onions that have gone to seed. Took the roots off, topped them, took a few skins off, tidied them up a bit. On the face of it, that doesn't look a bad bulb. What we'll do is we'll cut it open and see what we find inside, shall we? See if it looks like an onion inside. What do you think? Don't think we're going to be eating that, are we? Now we would have to take the centre out anyway, because that's where the stem was growing. That would have supported a seed head. That's probably eatable, but that certainly isn't. Do the same with this one. Okay, that's probably eatable. That isn't. You decide. Worthwhile leaving them in, or throw them out and start again. Let's do another. In fact, let's do them all. We've got them. Here's one of those red skins. This one, the stem seems to come out of the side rather than out of the bulb itself. Do you notice that? This is the onion, and the seed head, the stem seems to come out of the side rather than straight through the middle. So we can take that off right away. Take some of these skins off. I'll have a look at this guy, see what he looks like. Molly, these are onions, and I know you don't like them. Okay, that's the red skin. That's a red skin mob. That's onion. That would eat. Okay, so we've got that out of the red skin. One of those stewed on again. Straight down the middle. See if we can take it out. Oh, this doesn't say. Ah, now look. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. There's no onion left. Unless there's some on this side. Yeah. So we are getting some onion. There is some onion that we could eat. But not a lot. See this, it's coming out of the side again. It's not coming through the centre like the stewed on. Red batten comes out of the side. Take it off. Take some skins off. Tidy it up a bit. Let's take this root off. Split it. That looks like onion to me. So we are getting some onion from onions that have gone to seed. Not a lot, but we are getting some, aren't we? Okay. There's the stem. There's a nice piece of onion. Last one, you'll be pleased to know. Have you made your mind up yet? Is it worthwhile doing this? Leaving onions in that have gone to seed. Now actually this one looks as though it might have gone through the middle of the bulb. Let's strip a few of these down. Let's see what we think. Have you made your mind up yet? Onions that have gone to seed, just leave them in. I'll take them out. What do you think? We are getting some onion at the end of the day. Not a lot, but we are getting some. Let's try this. Nothing there. Now I can see the stem going through that. I wouldn't want to eat that piece. The stem actually going through the middle of it. Okay, so this is what we've got. Let's just trim these tops off. How's that? From onions that have gone to seed. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about whether we should just pull onions that have gone to seed or whether we should let them run the course, harvest them at the end of the season, get something out of them. This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.